haven't pressed charges to the other guy. I would love to become richer. So go right ahead, honey.
Concert etiquette has completely gone down the drain, and we as a society need to stop throwing things at artists because this is the second time we're seeing an occurrence like this happen with artist Bebe Rexha. Yeah, the poor girl was hospitalized and had to get stitches after some dumbass decided to throw a phone at her and tried justifying it by saying that he thought it would be funny. Currently, there's a troubling trend of people throwing objects at musicians during their performances. Now, the exact cause is difficult to pinpoint, whether it's post-pandemic isolation, social media's main character syndrome of trying to go viral, or just a general increase in rude behavior. It's become a significant issue, and we've got to talk about it. This time, Bebe Rexha is not about to let thunder strike in the same place twice, as her concerts have a new rule now. Don't throw stuff on stage at her unless you want to get sued. That's right, homegirl was not about to have people feel like they can give her another black eye and have to get stitches like she did last year any longer. So this situation that we're going to be talking about today takes place at a concert that Bebe Rexha had this past weekend. She recently had a concert in Wisconsin, specifically in the city Green Bay, and this incident that took place at a concert that Bebe Rexha was holding in Wisconsin only adds to a growing list of unusual occurrences at live events where performers are targeted by audience members. But unfortunately, it only seems to be getting worse and much more harmful to the artist specifically. I feel like this sadly became a quote-unquote trend back in 2022 when Harry Styles was hit in the eye with Skittles during one of his shows. This clip went absolutely viral. That looked like it had to have hurt. So much so that Skittles themselves had to issue a reminder to everyone on social media that Skittles are candies and not weapons. They said, "Didn't think I needed to say this, please don't throw Skittles." In another post tweeting, "Public service announcement, protect your eyes from Skittles by eating them, not throwing them." And despite ongoing discussions about concert etiquette, these disruptive behaviors continue to pose risks to these artists. I mean, we saw Bebe Rexha looking like this last year. So back to this situation with Bebe Rexha that's been going viral since Saturday. A couple of days ago, Bebe Rexha played outside a stadium in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And the Green Bay Press-Gazette reports that this all started when she paused her show after about half an hour after someone was throwing plastic bottles and said that she would end the show if it continued. And quote, "Please take them out, ow, 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 ow. Let's just have fun. That guy doesn't exist. He's not effing up our vibe, okay?" So apparently the show ended up going on for quite some time, but not too long, because objects were still being thrown at Bebe Rexha on stage. In another angle captured by a fan, it reveals that there were multiple troublemakers and not just one. Some attendees claim that Bebe had upwards of 10 people removed for the same offense. You could just tell how frustrated Bebe was with all of this. She went through this entire situation in the past, and it probably ringed a lot of trauma for her after she found out that people were going to continue throwing stuff at her. I'm sure she didn't want to go through another round of stitches and black eye all over again.
Or if you want to hit me in the face, I haven't pressed charges to the other guy. I would love to become richer. So go right ahead, honey. But I'm not inviting that, please. It's a joke. The police had to come. Like, you didn't have to go that far. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I love you. I'm sorry, guys. I think we gotta do it from the, you know what? Let's do it from the side. I think we should do it from the top.
As most of you may remember about the incident that happened back in New York City in June of last year, a guy by the name of Nicholas Malvana was arrested and charged with 2 counts of third-degree assault, as well as second-degree aggravated harassment, third-degree attempted assault, and second-degree harassment. after he decided to throw a phone at Bebe Rexha's eye on stage. This was the aftermath of her eye, and all she was doing was just doing her job at a concert, trying to serve to her fans, and this was how she ended up leaving. And to make the situation worse, according to the criminal complaint, Nicholas admitted to throwing the phone, telling police, "I was trying to see if I could hit her with the phone at the end of the show because it would be funny." Keep in mind, this is a full-grown 27-year-old man. And fast forward, at a court hearing on February 9th, Nicholas accepted an offer for his charges to be dismissed after completing 40 days of community service, provided he does not violate a 6-month order of protection. But as we can tell from this past weekend, this does not mean that this disturbing pattern of behavior has stopped other people from engaging in this outlandish behavior. And matter of fact, now groups of people are joining in on this. It's just so messed up. Not only would this lead the singers to reaching a breaking point with the immaturity and having to stop the show for fear for their safety and well-being, but this also creates a massive disturbance for the people who paid for these tickets, who are simply just trying to have a good time at this show. I mean, it seemed like the poor woman was getting objects thrown at her on stage incessantly though, and she ended up having security kick these certain people that were doing this off of the stage. After this clip started roaming around all over social media, people had a lot to say over on Reddit. Why and how did this become a thing? Every week there's a story of people throwing things at musicians. Why pay money to do this? I really don't understand. It's so nonsensical to me. This person responded saying it's been a thing forever, or at least since the 1960s and 1970s. You have thousands of people in a crowd, all holding things, all looking up at the artist, and you just need one drop a-hole to think it's funny or whatever and throw something up there. It's not always bad. Some artists have been pelted with. It's a way of communicating both good and bad. It's how monkeys communicate. This user made a great point, writing, "One hit to the head is all it takes to drastically change or end someone's life. I feel so sorry for her. It's so disrespectful to throw stuff on stage when an artist is performing, but my question is, why is it always Bebe Rexha?" And this person made an interesting point, but still pointing out how it's not justifiable, writing, "I think because the first one went viral and other people want to do it for the meme. It's effed up. People are so wrong for this. Just because you don't like someone doesn't make it okay to throw things at them. Stronger than me because I just walk off the stage and cancel the whole thing. F those people." But yeah, guys, it's insane how often this keeps happening to her specifically, and I really just hope it comes to an end, or people just use their common sense and think about the legal ramifications that they'll have to go through if they do such a thing. And also, it's just like, why would you want to do this to begin with? Like, what possible good would outweigh the consequences that you'd set up for not only yourself, but also for others? If I recall correctly, that original phone was a concert that she purposely made ticket prices affordable so that younger fans had more opportunity to come, but instead, it seemed to attract a trashy crowd who didn't care that much about her because they didn't have a lot to lose. I'm not sure if she continued with the affordable ticket thing. It sounds classist, but I don't know how else to put it. But kind of like how more people are unhinged at Six Flags for $20 as opposed to Disney World for $3,000. You're usually better behaved when you risk losing out on a larger investment. And that's honestly interesting because it was reported that this recent concert that she had in Wisconsin was actually free. They need to be arrested, not just escorted out. I'll never forget that deranged weirdo throwing their mother's ashes at Pink. Yeah, do you guys remember that? Pink felt so awkward and uncomfortable after someone at her concert threw their mother's ashes at her last year. Very strange. Anyways, guys, hopefully Bebe Rexha is okay, and hopefully she doesn't have to go through any more catastrophic concerts like this. Hopefully people start behaving, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.